Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about home inspections, and we have Quad here to answer all of our questions that you probably have asked yourself about home inspections, and I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves.
Thanks, Sandra. Hi, I'm Annabel Gabbert, RE/MAX Elite.
Gerald Craig, RE/MAX Elite.
Quard Brumfield, Pillar to Post Home Inspector.
And I'm also with RE/MAX Elite. Do you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about your company and a little bit about your background?
Yes, absolutely. I'm with Pillar to Post, and for those that don't know, Pillar to Post is a franchise, and it happened to be the #1 franchise in the nation. And we pride ourselves on being professional and making sure that we go well and above beyond the standards that the state requires for a home inspector. So we have both binders and added services that each one of our inspectors have as a specialty under their belt. For me, here in the Arkansas area, mold and airborne fungal activity is really high. So my specialty is mold and fungus. Being able to prepare reports on the spot is something that we claim to fame as well. So we're excited about that. I've been here in the Little Rock area for about 5 years, but have owned the business for almost 3 years. I have a military background. I served 24 years, so I'm a veteran. Proud to say Air Force, aim high.
Aim high.
Yeah, we're excited about our service, and throughout my military career, I was inspecting something or of some sort for almost 24 years. So it was a natural transition for me to get into the home inspection business once I retired from the service.
And thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for service.
As our first question would be, what's the reason that someone should get a home inspection during the process of buying a home?
Oh, great question. Thank you. A home inspection is the most important purchase that one would normally buy in a lifetime. And so a home inspection is a peek under the hood, or a kick of the tires, if you will. A home inspection should allow a person to really know what they're about to buy. And so a home inspection consists of a top to bottom structural and mechanical component visual inspection. What does that mean? We're willing to get on top of the roof, but we're also willing to go into crawl spaces in order to inspect that home. But we're also looking at both the electrical and heating and ventilation and air components as well. So once we paint the picture of what that home looks like, the home buyer could have peace of mind about what they're about to purchase.
Right.
Additionally, having a home inspection also gives you leverage, or puts the power back in your hand where you can negotiate not only the price, but you can also get some added appliances or get some things added to the home purchase, which you would not have had you not had the home inspection to help you leverage that negotiation power.
Wow, those are great points. And can you tell us what is covered?
Covered in a home inspection, as we go into the home, we're looking at everything from walking into the door to the front door to the back door. So from the door knobs to the walls to the foundation to every component, even the appliances. If they are installed in that property, we are taking a look at it and making sure that it functions properly and safe. We will also go into your attic, and we're taking a look at your insulation and making sure that the roof structure is sound and not leaking or anything like that. And that both applies to new construction and pre-existing constructions as well.
Yeah, on the ARA contract, it does not require a person to get a home inspection, but our broker and our training suggests that everyone should get a home inspection. So with the home inspection, now you're telling me that, and I've watched you very professionally, and I've watched other home inspections, but you test things like the sockets, the wall sockets, the light switches. You're testing the water, the faucets, those type of things to make sure they're operating properly. So if a water faucet is not operating properly, where do you go from there? Did you write up a note about it, or did you test the water pressure outside? What do you do normally?
Great question. That is certainly good for a home buyer to know. Is that a home inspector performs a visual inspection. We will test components, but where the benefit comes in for the home buyer is in the narrative. We have a report that we give. So if a plumbing fixture is leaking, we won't fix that component, but we will annotate what faucet is broken, and take pictures and add that to our report so that you know exactly what the deficiencies are, and we'll let you decide how you negotiate repairs from that standpoint.
So in the report, do you also inform the buyer of, like, for example, if there's something that needs to be done, like kind of like something that's more not at risk, but just something that's can be like not safe or unsafe for the buyer if they move into that house? Do you provide that information, or just basically tell the buyer what's wrong with the house and then they can determine from there?
Very, very, very good question. Yes, absolutely. In the report, there are three sections or three ways that we could actually provide the information. By law, it's required that if a component of the house is deemed unsafe and hazardous, that we are allowed to stop any access to that property at that moment. If there's an electrical issue that may cause a fire or something, we raise the red flag, and we will notify the sellers of that property, the realtors of that property, the buyers of that property, but also any we can call the fire department if we have to. If the component is deemed hazardous to that point, we can go to that level. If it's not to that level, in the report we will mark it as hazardous.
Those are all great information. Can you tell us what is not covered, just so the buyers understand?
Absolutely. Another great question. You guys are full of great questions. Yes, most home buyers would love to know what's not included. And what's not included are any components of a property that can be detached. So for a home kitchen, if the microwave is installed in that kitchen, we can perform an inspection on that microwave. But if it's a tabletop microwave, that will not be inspected during a normal home inspection. The same applies for a pool. It's generally assumed that if the pool comes with the house, that comes with the inspection, and that's not the case. It requires special skills that either the home inspector have, or you may have to hire a specific pool inspector in order to inspect that pool. Things such as detached sheds or garages, those are not normally included in a regular home inspection. Again, it can be negotiated, and the inspector can perform that normally for an additional fee, but typically the dwelling itself comes with a home inspection package. Very good question.
Great. Outstanding job explaining the process. If someone was buying a house, wanting to get an inspection prior to closing or doing their appraisal. But what cases do you have a person maybe getting an inspection before they put their house on the market to get a better idea of what should be done for them to sell it? Do you have that happen?
Yes, absolutely. Very good question. I've had people contact me to get an inspection prior to them selling it. They wanted to know what areas they needed to focus on in preparation for the sale.
To get the best price.
Absolutely. So they could afford it, and they wanted to make sure that their home sold as fast as it could. So they had me do a full report on that property, and they used that report to make the repairs in order to sell the house. We also find that homes that have a year warranty after they move in, when the year warranty is about to expire, they will call us back in to do an inspection so that they can negotiate that under the warranty before it expires. Have us do an inspection at that time as well.
Great idea.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you have all the answers, many of the answers, or most of the answers for inspections, home inspections, and customers. So, how do they contact you, or what is the best method to reach you besides the realtor recommendation?
Yes, absolutely. We try to cover all forums. So if you're looking for my business in particular, then you can go to pillartopost.com, and if you put in your zip code here for the Little Rock area, then you can find me that way. But you can also find me at quard.brumfield at pillartopost.com as well.
Well, thank you so much, Quad, for being here with us today and answering all our questions. I'm sure
Absolutely.
that information is going to be super helpful for our buyers and sellers, like you mentioned.
And for us.
And for us, yeah.
Yes.
We didn't know all of that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we'll have Quard's information on the post as well as his phone number. And but feel free to ask any questions that you want to ask directly to us as agents or even to Quad.
Yeah, to get the full scope of the process, if you'll contact Annabel or Sandra regarding representing you as a realtor, one of the three of us can help you. We'll make sure that we go from the application process to the approval process, the home inspection prior to the appraisal, and then make sure that your home buying experience is a pleasant one, or actually it is more than just pleasant. It's joyful and very fulfilling. Again, and your name is?
Yes, my name is Quard Brumfield.
And your company is?
Yes, my company is B&B Property Inspections with Pillar to Post as a franchise.
And we can contact you at what numbers?
Yes, my business line is 501-295-3525.
And that is Pillar to Post Inspection.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for answering all our questions today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.